he on time? It's probably the Cats. Alright. Where's the remote? Alright, I'm going to mute this for a sec. Alright, so tonight, I got all my Blues gear on. I had added a 3-2 series lead for the Oilers. And then the Ducks forced overtime. And I'm like, what? So I hit the live stream button because I'm like, this will be over quick. The way goals are going right now, this is going to be over quick. No. The live stream was fun. I'd like to thank you guys who came out for it tonight. That was fun. I didn't intend to do a video after, but I feel like I need some closure on what happened tonight. It makes me dislike Corey Perry even more, if that's possible. And Kessler, whatever. So Nashville's up 3-2. I had predicted Nashville in 6. It looks like I could be right on the dot with that one. I'd predicted the Ducks in 7. I don't want that one to be right. I predicted Ottawa in 6, and I predicted Washington in 7, which would mean Washington has to win 3 in a row against Pittsburgh. That's not going to happen. So this is dead, which means my cup pick is dead, which was my own fault because this thing ain't going to Washington. Ottawa has a shot. Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow we got 2 games. 2 games. One starts at noon, and that's the Rangers in Ottawa. And it would be easy to say, well, Ottawa's at home and the home teams won every game, but Carlson's really hurting. Carlson is beyond beat up now. This is sad. I almost feel like maybe he revealed what's going on with his foot, and maybe there's more going on. So he revealed the easy injury, and maybe there's something else bothering him. And obviously, it'd be related to maybe his ankle, his knee, something else. I think there's more going on with Carlson his foot. I think he's messed right now, but he will not take a night off in the playoffs. He will play on one leg if he has to, much like, as I always mention, Steve Yzerman did in the 90s and early 2000s. He would play through any injury. So for this game, I would go ahead and say, sure, Ottawa wins. But the Rangers showed themselves to be quite dominant in games 3 and 4. And while people can say, well, the Rangers are a much better team, that's arguable. Carlson's at about 60%. And with Carlson at like 60% of where he usually is, it is really hard to say how this series would look if Carlson was 100%. Carlson's that good. He's not being mentioned for Norris just because he gets points. He's being mentioned for Norris because he is a very, very solid all-around defenseman. Now, these both seem like series that are headed towards a Pittsburgh Rangers match in the next round. So, Ottawa and the Caps, maybe they're done because I cheer for them and the hockey gods hate me. Much like first time I've ever cheered for Edmonton is this year's playoffs. And while I had the joy of watching them knock out the Sharks, the Ducks may be too much for them. So, we'll see how that works out. The Blues, great game tonight against Nashville. Kudos to them. Kudos to Jake Allen. Tough for Pekka Rinne because Rinne hasn't had a bad game in the playoffs yet. And for that reason, I think they win in 6. I think they'll win it in 6. Something else I want to mention, which is not related to this, is this wonderful number here on the board. When I started doing this, was that at like the 800 mark?
When you started what?
When I started counting down subs to 5,000, or was that over 1,000 when I started counting down?
No, I think you waited till after it was less than 1,000.
Anyways, to everybody who's shared a video or shared a link, or anybody who's browsed their way in and hit that subscribe button, thank you. The 5,000 number is key in order to get some opportunities that would become available to me, and then in turn I can do more giveaways and things on the channel. That is where I intend to end up. So, and I do intend to do a giveaway at some point this weekend, so tune in. But this number is something I can hit in the next couple of weeks at the rate that I've been going. According to the studio app on my phone, I've gained 925 subscribers in the last 28 days. So that's an incredible number. And that's on you guys. A channel doesn't grow without subscribers behind it. So thank you. This has just been amazing. But yeah, let me know your picks for tomorrow. I know I forgot to put my comment at the top of yesterday's video. I will obviously count all the comments on that video. I am not smart sometimes. In honor of the Oilers and the anguish that Oilers fans are going through right now, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So, Ottawa and the Rangers, tell me who wins by how much. Capitals and Penguins, tell me who wins and by how much. And tell me which of these four teams blows the biggest lead tomorrow. Now, it could be a 4-1 lead in the third. It could be a 2-0 lead in the first. Who blows the biggest lead tomorrow? So, gets the lead. Looks like they're going well. If you can tell me who blows the biggest lead tomorrow, and it doesn't matter if they win or they lose, it doesn't matter. Like, if they have a 4-1 lead and that game goes to overtime and they still win it, I'll give you the points. 5 points. So, there you go. 1 point for telling me who wins, 2 points for telling me by how many, and if you get it right about a blown lead, 5 points. And that blown lead will not affect the other 2 points for picking how many they win by. So, yeah. There's your guideline for tomorrow. The first game's at noon. That's why I'm up late tonight to do this, because it's not a lot of time for some of you people getting up in the morning to do your predictions. But yeah, so fun stuff. And not so much for Edmonton. We'll call this the Edmonton roll. Whoever blew the biggest lead. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're on your way through, because I want to see this number down as low as possible. I want to see this number gone, and then we can just go with subs to 6,000, 7,000, and beyond. And this is all on you guys. You guys make it possible. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all again tomorrow.